Ooh.
Did they predict that second one?
No, you said no, but
Hey, Mom!
they said so.
Yes, we were I was just listening to someone.
They can make general statements like in a certain region.
Wait, 5 seconds here.
Will occur like within a decade.
You hear something?
Yeah.
Look, very useful
You hear someone?
information.
Immediately.
You hear someone, Mom?
They can't predict it's going to strike.
Mom, do you hear someone there?
I heard somebody there, but I don't recognize.
You don't recognize that person's voice?
I only heard it for a second.
Wait, I'll play it again for 5 seconds. Listen carefully, okay?
Tomorrow.
Right. It's not like, like the weathermen, weather people.
No. Sounds like Chuck.
But of course, if they had that kind of prediction, you wonder why they built all those nuclear power plants in that place. I guess all of Japan has that kind of potential threat.
Yeah, it's because you don't have much
choice.
You don't have places without that.
You recognize the other person there?
That's the two of you.
What?
That's you and Russ.
Right, and there's a woman too. There are actually 2 women who are talking.
Oh, I just could hear women present. I didn't hear what they said.
What one of the people who was talking was you.
Really?
It's kind of strange coincidence. Right when you called, I was listening to our conversation that we had, let's see, yesterday or the day before yesterday.
You can do that?
Well, I just posted it on YouTube.
Oh.
I was recording, like I'm actually recording our conversation right now.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know you could do that.
Well.
How about that?
Well, no, I have my camcorder in hand.
I see. I couldn't do that.
No, I don't think you have a camcorder.
Oh, I thought maybe you were. I heard your voice first, and I thought maybe you were being interviewed.
I think you guys were interviewing us.
How are things going in Tokyo today?
Not much has changed. It looks like the situation is getting a little better. They seem to there seems to be less radiation coming out of the reactor in Fukushima.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be less of a threat.
Oh, good.
But
wow.
It might take some time for it to, be completely under control.
You weren't worried about radiation, though, in Tokyo, right?
Of course I was.
You were. I thought they
I still am. I
thought they said that far away it was safe.
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
Oh, did you get some of the pills or whatever it is that people are taking?
No, we don't think it's that serious.
Because so many people in the United States have bought them that they've run out of pills.
Yeah, which is rather strange. I mean, the United States is a long way away.
Well, and besides that, it's taking them away from people who might need them.
Right. Yeah, maybe there could be a possibility that people in Fukushima Prefecture might need the pills, but
yeah, right.
I think here in Tokyo, and for sure you in California are safe.
Yeah, that's what the radio said. That there's no possibility here in the United States, and not even in Tokyo it should be safe.
Right, but some governments told their people to leave Tokyo.
Yes.
So I was nervous, still a little nervous.
Yeah, I bet you are. I wondered if that might be influencing your plans for the future.
Mm-hmm. But I've talked to people and they said it was not so dangerous, and I've read a lot of things here that seem to be fairly situation is getting better.
As long as you don't have another quake near Tokyo.
Right.
Which is always a possibility, they say.
Well, you could have a quake in California, too.
That's for sure. But your situation, though, has already had a couple. There's more likelihood right now. But yes, you're right. Not in Sacramento, though. We more have to have a flood rather than an earthquake.
You mean it's been raining again?
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain, and we're
Oh,
the next several days now to have more rain.
but they've not had flood warnings or anything like that.
Oh no, not that much. Not that much. But you know, it did happen a long time ago. But we have had, but the rain season's about over now, so there's not any danger of a flood.
Ooh. Well, that flood was ages ago, right?
Oh yeah, long time ago. I don't remember the year, but way back when it was first settled, back in early days. Incidentally, you remember Clayton Bailey?
Clayton Bailey. The name rings a bell. He was one of your TV personalities?
A strange art professor at White.
Ah, that's right.
And there is a feature article in today's paper about
You said he was, I think, in California, right?
he's living in Port Costa.
That's right.
Did you ever go with us to Port Costa?
I think you took us to his exhibition once at that Catholic
Yeah.
place.
Right. Uh-huh. No, Port Costa is a little tiny bird, 300 population,
Yeah?
that you have to go about on a 2-lane road about 30 miles to get to it. It's right on the Carquinez Strait,
Uh-huh.
and it used to be a ferry point where the ferry would come from Oakland and then the train went along there. And now it's abandoned and there's nothing there. And my hiking group went from Martinez, hiked along Martinez Strait to Port Costa a couple of times. And we went on Sunday because they had a free buffet. As long as you bought a beer or a Coke or something, you could
Uh-huh.
enjoy a free buffet. You remember my telling you about that?
Vaguely.
At a really funny restaurant that used to be a barn.
Uh-huh.
Really, I wondered if we ever took you there, because it's really interesting. But anyway, that's where Clayton Bailey has resided since he moved there in 1970.
Whoa.
Picture is in the paper. I'm going to try and send it to you so you can see what a funny looking, he has a weird beard. He was a real character at Whitewater.
Did he have the weird beard in his Whitewater days?
I don't remember what he looked like. You know, I just knew of him. I might have seen him once or twice, but he wasn't there very long. But he was kind of the scandal town of the campus, anyway. But anyway, I thought that was interesting that he would show up again. He's 70 years old now.
Whoa.
And I'm still doing strange sculptures like you saw.
Uh-huh. I don't remember any of his work.
I don't remember them either, but they were really weird. Really strange.
So have you been following the news about the earthquake there?
Oh, you bet.
What kind of news? What is your primary news source?
All right. Well, KQ, the radio. Incidentally, the House of Representatives have just voted to cancel public financing of public radio.
Ooh.
And of course, it has to go to the Senate yet, and Obama maybe will veto it. But isn't that sad?
Mm-hmm.
Whether that means public television or not.
But don't they get a lot of their funding from other sources?
Yes, they do, but I think they get about 20%.
Ah.
You know, it's something that the federal government.
Right. Should be.
But the Republicans say it's just a liberal station, which of course it is, but on the other hand. And also, did you hear that the...
Wait, NPR is liberal?
Yes.
Left wing?
Well, it's not left wing, but it's...
Oh.
You know, it's leans more liberal than Republican, that's for sure.
What's the difference between liberal and left wing in your book?
Democrats and Republicans. Right now we have a terrible budget crisis, both on the national level and on the state level. And rather than have a tax, which Jerry Brown has proposed, you know, they're cutting all kinds of money to disabled people and elderly people and that sort of thing. The Republicans they don't want a tax.
Can't Jerry Brown stop them from doing that?
Well, he's trying. But the Republicans, we've got enough Republicans that they're having their way, unless he can veto it, maybe at the end, unless they would override his veto. So, but anyway, on the national level as well, we have a big issue with the budget, not wanting to tax people. You know, Obama wanted to have a tax on the wealthiest.
But then he caved in not very long ago.
Huh?
He caved in beginning of this year.
He's not been going out far enough. People are complaining that he should be a little bit more persuasive. And
It's kind of like a Republican.
no, oh no, you don't know what a Republican is. And so then, did you hear that the Security Council now has agreed to?
Yeah, bombing Libya.
Yeah, to do something about Libya. What do you think about that?
It's a very complex issue.